So, I really don't feel like I need my notes because I'm only going to deliver what God is allowing me to um, deliver. Um, so, okay, first he putting in me to say, um, Texas. Um, I prayed before I came on. I plead the blood over this video. I took authority over the airways, over this region, because of a dream that he showed me. So I have to always take authority over everywhere that I go. Plead the blood of Jesus over it. And um, yeah. So um, Texas. Okay, I don't know if you all remember the video that I did about a water. I seen water coming onto a state, and this water looked very angry. You could tell that the water was angry. Like, how do you know water is angry? I knew in my spirit the water was angry the way it came in onto this city, state, area, where whatever it was God was showing me. But he showed me this water just coming onto a state, a city, wherever. But I seen it, okay. And I also said that the water was angry. Looked like the water was angry, right? And it's like the water was mixed with something else. I don't know. It's just like it was mixed with something else, okay? Um so that was what God had showed me. What had came on to Texas. Uh how the water high just came unnoticed. They didn't get a warning. Okay? But in the dream, that's how it seemed. It seemed like it just came. Like, in the dream, it's like it just came onto this. It just happened. It wasn't no warning. It wasn't anything. It just, this is what I was getting in the dream. Like, it just came. Okay? So, I don't know. He just gave me that to speak. So, okay, so God had been showing me so much. He's been showing me so much, like, and and I'm only one person, but he showed me so much. I write everything down. Lately, God has been showing me a specific neighborhood that's getting ready to be judged by him. And it's somewhere in Michigan. This ain't gonna resonate with people, but if you want to listen, you can listen. He want me to deliver this word over to Facebook, cause yeah, people, yeah. And this is a family member, and I was just sitting here like, you know how he wrestled with the angel. Jacob wrestled with the angel. I'm sitting here like wrestling with God. Like, Lord, do you really want me to deliver this word? You don't know how hard it is to deliver something until it's time. I didn't know God was going to have me deliver what I'm about to deliver now, because it's to specific people. He also had me to call that person, but they didn't answer the phone, okay? Because he like warn him. So I don't know if I told you all, one day I was on my way home and I had got a tornado warning on my phone. And I guess the people around me, only the people around me had got the warning too. But anybody far off, like away, because I asked my daughter, I asked people like, did you get that tornado warning? And they said no. So I'm the only one got it. And so when I was the only, I looked up and he led me to look up in the sky. I seen a dark cloud. Like, Okay, so he was letting me know it is coming. Okay, it's coming. So he's been showing me a specific neighborhood of a cousin of mine. Okay, God led me the other day. I'm trying to say this the way he want me to deliver it, because I don't want to confuse nobody. I want it to be like straight to the point. Okay, um, he been showing me. He led me yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was the day before yesterday. He led me to look up this specific house that this judgment is getting ready to come on. And it's just not coming to that house, it's coming to that neighborhood. Okay. I don't know what God I don't know what he got going on, but he been showing me this specific house, right? He showed me a house that was built on dead bodies. Okay. This is a serious word. Like, I have to deliver it, because I was like, ugh, I know I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't deliver it. But he been, and it's the only way. I'm just gonna be straight up with this video, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat his word. I'm just gonna give it to you like he's putting it in me to give to you. He showed me a house. It was a garage. Like, it was a garage. And this was a dream that he showed me. It was a garage. In the dream, I had walked through this garage. Okay. And the person that was sitting, it was a car in the garage, and there was a person sitting in the garage. And the person that was sitting in the garage called me called me a man, called me a male name, and he's dead. Okay. And in the dream, I said, that's not my name. Don't call me that. That's not my name. I said, he's dead. So when I woke up from that dream, I heard there are things built on top of graves. Okay. God led me day before yesterday to look up the house that he's getting ready to judge. He, which is a family member, he led me to look up when that house was built. So I go on there and I look up when the house was built. The house was built in 1911, right? And then the house said 3-car garage. The garage is not there no more. But this house he's talking about had a 3-car garage. And the dream he gave me, there are graves graves up under this place where he's getting ready to tear up. Okay. So yeah. So he been showing me what's getting ready to come to that house. He showed me, first of all, the people. I'm not gonna say that on here, but he showed me the demon of addiction, the addiction demon. There's a demon for everything, right? And he showed me the demon for those that are addicted to drugs, whatever it is. He showed me that demon in a dream. And I'm like, what? It looked like one of them sumo wrestlers, but it was bigger than that. So much bigger than that. And it walked on its hands and feet. It didn't stand up walking. It walked on the hand. Because you know, when people are addicted to substances, that's how they could be. They could be like nodding out, and like, this is what this figure had gave me. And it was walking on the same block that God is getting ready to touch. Okay. This same place where he showed me there are graves dug. There are graves. Houses are on top of graves. Ooh, my hair. Okay. There are houses on top of graves. Okay. So I'm like, Lord, the graves, the garages is not there no more, but this house was a 3-car garage. So it started making sense to me. Okay, so he showed me so much with this house over here. He showed me that there were dead people. Like, this was a totally different dream. Dead people coming out from the stairs over there. But they were tiny. I just seen them start. I was like, I was standing on the stairs and they just start coming out of the stairs. They were tiny people. But in the dream, I knew these were dead people, right? So, and so he had just been showing me what's coming there, right? He showed me first. He showed me so many. He showed me me being over there, me, you know how, okay, so I'm not gonna say that part, but okay, so the destruction that's coming there. He had showed me something had came, like a tornado or earthquake. Earthquake was the second one. The tornado had came, and it's like I appeared in the house over there, and it was flooded. Like, just one room was flooded. Just the one room. Then I think it was a second dream he gave me. It went back to the flood, where the flood was in the house. And now I see a stump, like a tree, a big tree had fell through the roof into the same room where the flood was. So now it's a flood with a big tree that had fell through the roof. And I seen them sitting on the tree stump, okay, like the big tree that had came through the roof. Okay, so I'm gonna say that too, the tree stump. So then he led me to see a wall was built up at that room. Like a wall had been built, I guess because of the flood, I don't know. But I know in another dream he showed me a wall was built. These are 3 separate dreams, but he's showing me the same thing. So there was a wall built where this flood was, but it didn't touch the other part of the house. It was just the one room, okay. And so a couple of days ago he showed me a gigantic hole, like a massive hole was in the street right there on side the house of this house that I'm talking about. It was a flood. I mean, not a flood. It was as if an earthquake had came. Okay. And a big hole was in the floor. I mean, not the floor, the street, a massive hole. Because I was getting ready to go. It's like I was riding up the street or something, and I noticed the hole. I'm like, it's a hole right there. It was a real big hole. So God had led me to read Ezra, okay? Ezra. He led me to read Ezra, okay? Ezra, what he had me to read, what I got out of it was some things are about to get tore down, are about to be destroyed, okay? And God is getting ready to have it rebuilt, right? So when he led me to look up when that house was built, which was 1911. If I'm looking at, I can't never just look in the camera and talk, but when he led me to see when the house was built, 1911. For some reason, and I'm on Google Map, okay? I'm on Google Map. So I don't know. Okay, so this what it was. when I went on Google Map, you know how you press it for it to zoom up, zoom up. So I was looking at the backyard of this house where God is talking about, to see if that could have been a three car garage, right? It could have been a 3-car garage with a little backyard. It could have been. And then I don't know what I did. I touched something, but it went to 17 years before that. It showed me the neighborhood 17 years before now. So I'm looking at the neighborhood 17 years ago. All the houses was there. Trees were just beautiful, you know. It was a couple houses tore down, but they wasn't completely tore, you know, like tore down, but they was, you know. But and I'm like, Lord, like I'm questioning it in my mind, like, why? Nothing happened on a mistake, right? God led me to see that for a reason. How that neighborhood looked 17 years ago. Okay. God got his eyes on this neighborhood. God got his eyes on this area, on this certain area. Okay. That's what I was picking up. Like, God got his eyes on this area, right? And something is getting ready to come in that area. And I remember God showed me when I was getting ready to come to the park and do this video. He brought back to me the street he showed me a couple months ago. Okay, a couple months ago. And it was like, okay, so if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know the area I'm talking about, I can't, especially if you're not from Michigan, okay? So, but he was showing me these areas for a minute, months and months and months, a couple years. He been showing me this area, okay? Now it seems like we get to the fullness of it, but I only receive what he give me, okay? But what I was picking up with that, what he is about to bring to Michigan, it's gonna affect that area. It's gonna affect that home tremendously. I don't know why, but I know that house is gonna be dealt with. I don't know what's going on with it. I know God have shown me in a lot of dreams something with witchcraft, okay? With that house. I don't know who buried or what's buried under these houses. But what he's showing me is houses are built on top of graves. Okay, that's what it was. He's showing, that's what he was showing me. Houses are built on top of graves. Because when he gave me the dream about the garage, me being walking in a garage, and I noticed a car, I noticed a person sitting there, and they called me a dead person. They called me a dead person name, and I'm like, that's not my name. And I said, he dead or something like that. But as time go by, God will start revealing to you what those things, what it meant, right? And so that's what houses are built on top of graves, okay? If you have anything that you want to know that I didn't speak of, go to God. Ask God to show you. Ask God to show you. I'm just a messenger. Okay? I'm just a messenger doing the will of God, delivering the words of God, speaking the heart of God. Okay? Yeah. So I think that's all he want me to deliver. But he want this message. He want this video to go to more than just YouTube. I just made the video on YouTube. Okay, but You all be blessed.